You are welcome to today's series on Exegetical, where we explore the biblical languages to gaining intended meaning of the Bible text. Our attention today is on meditation. Psalm 1 verse 2, meditation, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he doth meditate day and night. So we want to look at this word meditate in Hebrew, which means chaga, right? This is the third person imperfect. That's why it's having an additional particle here, right? Chaga. And what basically in Hebrew, even in the translation LXS, it means to uh, reflect. It means to ponder on a thing. Basically, it also means to mutter, especially to the Hebrew mind. It means to mutter words. You are saying something, you are uttering word quietly, saying it, but intentionally, you are saying it to the point that it becomes very active in your mind, something that your mental world is aware of. That's what the basic understanding of uh, Hagar is. But beyond that, we get an idea of what this also connotes, which is very important for our Christian life, is that meditation does not end with muttering the word to yourself, saying quietly and intentionally, or reflecting on the meaning of that text. I mean, most of us will stop at just reflecting what does it mean, what does it imply. But when you look at Psalm 2, verse 1, Psalm 2, verse 1, the same word was used. Here, look at the word here. This is the same word here. It means to, in some texts in English, this imagine was translated as to plot, all right? To plot something, to plot, or to devise a plan, all right? And that's reflected in verse 2 and 3. What do they say? They say to the kings that the king that God has anointed, chosen to rule over them, that they wouldn't have his way. So they plotted revolt, that's the word. They plotted a revolt, a rebellion against the king. They planned out, they devised a means by or strategy by which they would, break their, I mean, the influence, the rulership of the anointed king of God over them. That's what the nations are doing. So that gives us an idea of what this word Hagar is all about, especially in Psalm 1 verse 2 and in Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. It doesn't end with just reflecting or muttering the word. It goes beyond that to strategizing by the word, like they do in Psalm 2 verse 1 and Psalm 2 verse 1 to 3. There's a strategy that comes by, after you have meditated on a particular implication of a word, what do you do next to make the word prosper? I mean, in your life, in any area of your life, as you can see in Psalm 1 here, that a man, when he meditates on the word, there is not what led to it was I began to prosper. The same thing in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. He prospered. God told him, you will prosper and have a good success. Meaning that it's not just about meditating or muttering the word. It's about strategizing by the word. So you look at the law of God, you look at the ordinances of God, you look at the statutes of God about life, about finance, about marriage, about any area of your life. Like just you will buy I mean, the way you buy books out there, and you want to do some certain things in your office, in management, and you want to alter or change some certain things. You buy book and read, you gain some, you strategize by those books, and implement. All right, implement it. The knowledge you're getting from the book becomes the strategy, the plan, the philosophical system by which your company run, at least maybe a department or so. So that is what it is. You do not just talk by meditating, all right, reflecting on the implication of the word. You not get to stop at muttering the word, like maybe it's a promise you say it to yourself, or it's a book you say it to yourself to correct yourself and let your mind be aware of the correction that God is bringing to your life. It doesn't stop there. You strategize by the word, you conceptualize, you bring out a plan, a philosophical framework by which upon which your life runs. upon which your marriage runs, upon which your finance run, upon which your any area of your life, upon any, and you just bring the word, you study. For instance, you look at an area of your life, you look at what the word is saying, you look at all the word, bring it together, you strategize by it, and you implement. That is what meditation in Hebrew sense is all about. It ends in strategizing and implementing. All right. And that's why in verse 3 of Psalm 1, you see that the man prospers and is like a tree planted by the rivers of water, bringing forth its fruit in its season. Can you now see? That's the implication of the word Hagar. The same thing in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8, when God told Joshua to meditate on the word. He wasn't saying just reflect on it or mutter the word to yourself and get conscious. It's beyond that. It's planned by the word, strategize day and night by the word. What does the word say? So God is giving us the land. How is he going to give us the land? He said this and this and this and this. Then you move by the word. You plan by the word and you move by the word. So when you meditate, don't stop with reflecting just in your mind. Don't stop with muttering it, confessing it with your mouth. Continue by strategizing, conceptualized on the word, by the word, and implement the effect, the gains of the word in a specific area of your life and implement it. And if there is anything that is against God's will in your life, you plan a revolt, you plan a revolution by the word, and you set a new system in that area of your life, then you begin to see success. Don't stop at just reflecting on what it means or confessing it. Plan by it, strategize by it, conceptualize and execute the word in your life, and you will see good success. See you next time on Exegetical. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.